Hey y'all, I hope all is well. Welcome to it. This is the Imagine with Leah Love podcast, baby. It is I, Leah Love, and I am so excited to be here with you. This is a segment that we're trialing, baby. It's called Processing the Week. Oh boy, has it been such a beautiful week. I am processing gentleness. That's what I'm processing. Let's discuss processing gentleness as an African 20-something-year-old woman who is navigating these 20s and life and learnings and deadlines and time management and everything in between. I have been so humbled, and y'all are going to keep hearing this whole humility thing because it's true, firstly. And also, it's like as I go through these 20s, I am learning, as I'm going through these 20s, I am learning so much of what I didn't know. And I'm learning so much of my ignorance debt that I need to pay off. And I guess I'm trying to find the balance between being gentle with myself, but also it's like, come on, bitch, like you should have known this by now type of thing. And it's just so interesting because I am honestly trying to figure out where I just feel like I'm always in the state of limbo, if that makes sense. I always feel like I am never doing enough. I am way too busy. I am not organized enough. I am not meeting my deadlines, even though I am. I am not meeting my deadlines more like efficiently enough, or it feels like I'm missing out on so much of my 20s. A lot of the times, I feel like, sorry, y'all, it's almost 12:30. I am, excuse the yawning. If you are watching on YouTube, babes, excuse the faces that I'm making, but it's just I feel I just feel like I'm behind basically. And it's just a bummy feeling. I feel like there's so much ignorance debt that I'm paying off. I feel like I'm letting so many people down. I feel I'm letting myself down because of all the things that I don't know. And it's just really debilitating. It's really frustrating, you know? And I am learning to find this the state of the state of limbo between being gentle with myself versus being not hard on myself, but being real with myself, in that just being honest. You know, did you really do the best that you could have done? Did you really perform at the highest? Did you really leave everything on the field? Do you feel like you did? Do you really feel like you could have done more? If so, where? Could the error have been avoided? Those are the types of questions I'm continuously asking myself. And it's exhausting because I feel like there's this never ending path of continuous learning and continuous climbing. And people say things like, oh, when you get to the mountaintop, things will get better. But I have yet to feel close to getting to the mountaintop, probably because I just fucking started, but also because I lack patience. We're being honest on this podcast. I lack patience. I am also the type of individual where it's raining in spring. I am also the type of individual where it's like if I want something, I want it today and preferably last year. So my learning curve, so to speak, is also teaching me patience, because if I want to learn a skill, I want to have mastered it as soon as possible, but I'm also learning that I have to be gentle with myself in terms of the process, because making errors and making mistakes is part of the process. And this is part of the process that I don't like. I don't like making errors. I don't like making mistakes. I don't like feeling like I'm letting people down. I don't like having to have people repeat themselves at me over something that I know I could have avoided. But at the same time, it's like you could have avoided it, but had your time management been better, it would not have been something that they had to repeat. It's just all of these things that are happening all at once. And I guess I thought this episode was going to be more so on gentleness, but I guess it's just being real. And as I continue to process the week, I pray that things get better. And I pray that, and I'm not just praying, by the way, I'm also like, like getting up, getting to work, making sure that I'm on time, making sure that I meet my deadlines, making sure that I send and approve all the things that need to be approved. Today my boss, she told me, well done, you did an excellent job. And I cried. I just cried so hard because it felt good. A lot of the times it feels like I'm doing things wrong in my life. So when I get a simple well done, it's such a big deal to me. Like, it's such a big deal. And I'm also learning that's coming from like my own self-deprecating moments or feelings that I'm actively working through. But I just feel like also having an attitude of gratitude. Ooh, some of y'all tuned off. I'm telling you, having an attitude of gratitude has really been helpful in that I am learning to just appreciate the little things, because the little things is what have led to the bigger things. And I could not be more grateful for the basics, like electricity and Wi-Fi, fucking Wi-Fi, which is so goddamn expensive, but whatever. Wi-Fi, like just the little things like warmth, and I get to sleep in a bed, and it's raining outside in spring, and there are so many individuals who don't have that. A third of South Africa goes to bed hungry, and I'm so grateful that I'm not part of that equation. I mean, I've had my seasons of brokenness and having to sleep without food, but it hasn't, by the grace of God, been so to the point of like I'm at the hospital, if that makes sense. So yeah, processing the week, this episode has been all over the place, but it's fine. It's part of the development. Yay. And if you are watching me on YouTube, I appreciate you being here in my vulnerability and in my headscarf and in my gown at 12:30. Oh, it's 20 to 12. Sorry, I read the time wrong. And I just appreciate you being here with me and my pink walls. It has been another episode of the Imagine with Leo podcast. I appreciate you. I adore you. Truly. Thank you for every download. Thank you for every listen. And we just continue to go forward. You can find me on social media at Imagine with Leo Love or at Imagine with Leo, everywhere. I appreciate you. Until next time.